Hello, my air signs, Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. Welcome to my channel. This is a general reading focused on your person and ultimately how do they feel about the connection. So general reading, as always, it won't resonate with every single person. Please do take from it what makes sense for you, release the rest. If you are interested in your own personal private reading, that information is down below in the description box, and I will include a link to all of the decks and creators that you see here today. So my air signs, let's go ahead and get started. These are the 3 decks that we will be using, starting things off with the Twin Flame Untold Truths deck by Jennifer Aquarius Tarot, and then we'll grab one from the Soul Activation Oracle deck by Rising Sun Oracle. And this is the Twin Flame, I believe the Pining Rose Twin Flame Ascension deck by Calico Moon. I'll list it all down below. And so let's begin. Let's take a look and see how this goes for you and when it comes to the connection. All right, guys, so starting things off with the Twin Flame Untold Truths deck. 4 air signs. All right, so let's see how this goes here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. Let's grab your first focus. Guided to this one here. Look at that. Soulmate. So the person that you are thinking about for this reading could be your soulmate, and that's how they feel about you. Beautiful card to start things off, okay, for this reading. So let's go ahead and grab your next message here from the Soul Activation Oracle deck. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. What is your second message? I'm guided to this card here. We've got the throat chakra represented through this card, and it says speak. So if there has been communication issues, if you and your person have not been speaking, if you are in separation, if you are not together, or even if you are in a connection right now, you are together, but going through some challenges, and maybe you guys have been arguing and not speaking to each other, there could be a blockage in the throat chakra for either of you. So that's what's presenting itself. All right, so let's grab your third focus message here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. Okay. Guided to this card. We've got social media. So if you guys are not speaking right now, maybe you're keeping tabs on each other, though, on social media. Either you're doing that or they're doing that, or you both are. Okay, so maybe if there is no communication in the 3D world, for now, maybe you guys are interacting more so in the 5th dimension, but you're keeping tabs on each other on social media is what's coming through here. Okay, so let's see what else for air signs for this reading. How do they feel about the connection? I'm also feeling here they have so much to say to you, but maybe they're holding back for now because of that throat chakra blockage, maybe. But they feel a very special bond with you and you to them. Let's see what else. I forgot to mention this is the Mystic Moon Oracles deck. Okay, so we've got Tribe. This for me is a card related to friends, to family, people who have your back. They are a part of your tribe, a part of your soul tribe. And maybe you feel that this person could certainly be a part of your tribe. Feeling very nostalgic about the connection. I'm kind of feeling at this point in time that they're really thinking a lot about you. Maybe it's because it's the holiday season. It might be this time of year. They see you as a soulmate, remembering the good times, the happy times that the two of you have shared. We have compromise, coming through. This could have been part of the issue, that there was a lack in compromise during the time that you guys were together, or this is what's going on right now. There has to be equal give and take. Otherwise, it does create a bit of an imbalance between you and this person. And maybe this person just wasn't wanting to budge in their point of view on a particular thing when it came to the two of you. I just kind of feel whenever I see this, someone isn't willing to budge, you know, that they are failing to compromise with you or you with them. But in order for this to work, you both have to give and receive from each other equally. We do have the Solitude card coming through, which is very similar to the Hermit card in traditional tarot, picking up off of Virgo energy. So my air signs, if you're focused on a Virgo specifically, their energy is coming through here. Maybe they just need some downtime, some alone time to go within and figure things out on their own. They might have even told you, it's like, I just need to be alone for now. So if they feel the need to self-reflect, kind of just go within, meditation, this is what your person needs right now. So if somebody wants to be left alone, then they're not speaking to you. You guys are not speaking to each other. But we've got social media represented right there. So I feel even though you're not physically together, you're keeping tabs on one another that way. What else for air signs? Look at this. We do have union, or at least the desire to be in union with each other. Because if you're missing each other, then you're not together. Or at least feeling quite nostalgic about the good times, when things were good in the partnership. But for now, things are stuck. You see, there's not a whole lot going on here. There's not a whole lot of movement. And then we have balancing the scales. There is this need to balance things out between the two of you. The interesting thing too is this picks up off of the Justice card in traditional tarot, where there's that need to balance those scales, and it's specifically Libra. So for my air signs, Libras, this could be a very specific message for you. If there is imbalance in your partnerships, maybe that's why it's presenting itself in that way. All right, so let's go ahead and add some additional insight from the Flames of Truth Oracle. This is by Angelic Revelation 144. Angels and spirit guides, please, for my air signs, Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. How do they feel about the connection? They see you as a soulmate. They're thinking about you. They want to perhaps reach out, either on social media, to call you, to text you, to just have that long-awaited conversation, to speak with you. But if, for example, your person just wants to be left alone, they need some alone time, that could be contributing to why things are stuck and why things are so off-kilter between the two of you. So there's a bit of a stalemate here that I am picking up for some of you guys. What else, please, for Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini? Whoa, I've got a card flying. Hold on. Let me go pick that up. Okay. I should never have walked away from you. I was just terrified that you wouldn't feel the same way about me. So someone walked away here. That could go either way. Either they walked away from you or you walked away from them. But there are regrets as a result of that action. I just want to be able to spend time with you and get to know you intimately. And that's very difficult to do when two people are in separation. I can't help but tap into the energy here, though, that you guys are feeling very nostalgic. They're really thinking very heavily about the connection, about the two of you. This really makes sense. Very in tune with that very first message. I'm so sorry it seemed I rejected you. It was all down to my fear of not being enough for you. So both of these cards here, rejection, walking away, terrified feeling, fears of not being enough. And part of this person's regret might be that at the end of the day, they just want to be with you, spend time with you, get to know you better, get to know you more. They feel drawn to you through this soulmate connection, but you guys are stuck for a reason because there is a bit of an imbalance here. Next message. You are just so damn sexy. I like it, but I get worried because I know others like it too, and I want you all to myself. So, you know, for those that relate to this, maybe you were the jealous type, or maybe they were. Other people vying for either their attention or yours, my air signs, and it worried this person. I'm also feeling for some of you guys that if the person that you are watching this reading for walked away from you, they just wanted to be left alone, they're not speaking to you, I feel they still care for you, they still want you, they still think about you, they still miss you, they're definitely very attracted to you still. But when there were other people that were surrounding you, possibly romantic prospects, they didn't want to get themselves entangled into a situation that could have been super complicated. The next card, my biggest regret is making promises I didn't keep. I really let us both down. So we've got broken promises here. And lastly, I'm feeling inadequate right now. I need to improve myself to be someone you can respect and rely on. Okay, so this person is working on themselves. Maybe that's why they feel the need to just be alone for now, to be able to work on that. That could also be the reason why things are stuck, why there's that stalemate type vibe, because they're not ready. They're still feeling inadequate, like they're just not enough for you, they're not good enough for you. But the ironic thing about that is I kind of do feel for my air signs that this person was more than enough, that they actually touched your heart, that you felt this strong connection with this person, that despite any challenges that might have presented itself in the partnership, that you still find that there's a part of you that would love to have this person back in your life and to be able to balance things out. That's what I'm getting from that. So, all right, so let's grab some tarot messages here. I've been introducing this deck lately. So for those who are not familiar, this is my modern day Seers Tarot and Oracle. And as you can see, it does say tarot with a twist. And the twist here is that it contains the 78 original cards that you would get from any tarot deck, but I've also added new court cards as well as some additional oracle messages in here. So there's about 117 cards that make up this deck. So let's go ahead and see what comes through from here. And for those who are interested in this particular deck, as well as all of the other ones you see here, all those links are down below. All right, guys, so let's add some additional insight here. For Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, how do they feel about the connection? Let's see. So if there is a stalemate here, let's see if you guys can make this work. Well, we've got the Duchess of Air coming through here. So for my air signs, for my divine feminines, this is you coming through. The Duchess of Air is somebody who's very loving, very caring. They can be very spontaneous. You have this alluring type of beauty about you, just beautiful on the outside, but on the inside as well. You're a no-nonsense type individual. As a spouse, you would be faithful and trustworthy. As a parent, you would be doting and very attentive to your children. So for those of you who are coming through with that type of energy, here you are. You're right here. And then you've got the Baroness of Air right next to you. So both of these cards are divine feminine energy. So energy, of course, can be for a woman or a man. So take from these whatever makes sense. This could also be for same-sex relationships, okay? So the Baroness of Air in the upright is someone who's a boss, can be an entrepreneur, somebody who's very successful, very adventurous type personality, very fun-loving individual, a sensual lover, someone who's super smart and sassy. This Baroness loves a good conversation, definitely a chatterbox, and just the life of the party. And both of these cards here, the Duchess of Air and the Baroness of Air, in the capacity as a spouse, this is someone who's faithful and trustworthy. Somebody who isn't going to step out on the relationship. And a doting parent, a lenient parent. Okay, so those are both divine feminine energies coming through here. But we also have the Three of Swords. So it's very interesting here, guys, because all three of these cards are picking up off of your very own air energy. So this is letting me know here, especially my divine feminines, you know what real heartbreak feels like. You know what betrayal is like, loneliness, having been apart from your divine masculine. This could be someone who's really depressed over a separation, going through a grieving process as a result of that separation. This can also represent a love triangle for some of you guys. And that definitely tilted these scales to the point where it's just so out of balance, and why you guys are stuck. So whoever walked away, it could have been both of you guys coming to the realization that you needed to walk away from each other in order to figure things out, to just spend some time alone. And if that's where you guys are at, that explains why you guys are stuck. Somebody has to take that first step to reach out. Whether it's you, whether it's them, doesn't really matter. But this could be a part of the problem, that there was infidelities, a love triangle, a third-party situation here. But now it's interesting that we've got feminine energy, heartbreak, and now we've got the Emperor coming through. So the Emperor is Aries specifically, but it can apply to any divine masculine here, because the Emperor represents the divine masculine. Somebody who could be a father figure. Okay, so you guys could have already had children together. We do have that tribe card here, which can represent family. And my feminines, this Emperor could be your masculine soulmate here. They want structure. They want to be able to establish things in their life. They're all about control. And perhaps this Emperor might be able to create a more solid foundation in the partnership. And what that solid foundation can bring is this. Look at that. The Two of Cups is all about unity, the love that the two of you share, the companionship, the very special connection, a soulmate bond. Here's the balance restored. A potential for marriage, or a marriage that is healed. But the attraction is mutual between the two of you. We do have the Four of Cups right next to that. So we've got water energy presenting itself here for some of you, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Now, the Four of Cups can be a missed opportunity if somebody doesn't take any sort of action, or if somebody misses an opportunity that's being presented. This is a card of disconnectedness, if I can speak today. This is somebody who's got a lot of thinking to do, which is that solitude card. Somebody who definitely has regrets over how things played out between the two of you. And I'm not surprised to see stagnation and depression coming from this card, because I feel with this Three of Swords, it's been a very difficult journey for those of you who relate to this. Now look at this next card. We've got the Duke of Air, which is the perfect partner for the Duchess of Air. Okay, so my feminines tuning in, here's your divine masculine right here, your perfect match. But as you can see, with that Baroness of Air right next to it, that represents that love triangle. So it kind of makes sense why it is presenting itself in that way. So the Duke of Air representing divine masculine, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. This is a masculine who is not afraid to share their feelings. They tend to be a very logical thinker. They are easily approachable. They're very chatty as well. You know, so I'm kind of feeling here that there could have been, again, a blockage in the throat chakra where communication was not flowing between the Duchess of Air and the Duke of Air. And therefore, here comes this Baroness of Air, who is a chatterbox and might have been chatting up this Duke of Air right here, which represents the love triangle. But this Duke of Air is actually very good-hearted. They have the capacity to be faithful, but I also kind of feel that with the Three of Swords right here, something happened to drive a wedge between you and your person here. As a husband, the Duke of Air is very devoted. So yeah, you guys are actually, you have found your perfect match here, I feel. But those of you that resonate with a love triangle, that might have gotten in the way here. But you can still have your Two of Cups. Balance those scales and you can still have that Two of Cups. And then you've got Archangel Gabriel coming through here. Okay, I am the angel who can restore harmony, heal conflicts and arguments, as well as mending understandings in your relationships. I can help you gain the wisdom to smooth out tensions and hostilities in your romantic connections. My presence can aid in bringing in peace, forgiveness, and the calm of God's grace and blessings. I can help you miraculously heal even the most difficult love situations. Wow, that is much needed there. And lastly, we've got Archangel Gabriel coming through for my air signs here. I am the angel known as the master of communication. Look at that. We've got throat chakra and speak, and I kind of feel that there is trouble in regard to communication, and Archangel Gabriel is here to help with that. If you're having trouble expressing yourself to your beloved, I am here to assist. I can inspire writers, teachers, journalists, and artists to convey their messages with clarity and grace. I can help you overcome your limitations so you can finally say the right thing to the right person at the right time. If you struggle with conveying your emotions, call on me. I will be there for you. And that as well is something that's so needed here between the two of you, because there is a blockage in communication, which is why you guys are stuck. Okay, so that's what's presenting itself from that tarot deck right there. Very interesting, but it appears that you can get the help that you need from Archangel Gabriel as well as Raguel. Pretty interesting stuff. So I wanted to grab some insight here, if I can decide which deck I want to use. I'm guided to pull from my Sugar and Spice Oracle deck. Okay, so some of these messages can be a little bit racy, be a little bit naughty, a little bit nice. If that sort of thing bothers you, you're more than welcome to fast forward. All right, let's go ahead and see. What are the messages here? How do they feel about the connection, the physical connection, the emotional connection? We have watermelon. Okay, so this is for water signs specifically. That did come through already. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio for some of you. So this card does say, I want to be the one to quench your thirst. I want to be the one to cool you down during those hot, steamy nights. Sink your teeth into me and let me know you want me. So if you're watching for a water sign here, this is what they want to convey. They want to be the one that you choose, basically. What else, please? For Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. What else, please? Angels and spirit guides. We have pineapple. Okay. Being with you is like living in paradise. You'll be totally consumed with my deliciousness. You won't be able to resist my charms. I want to tantalize you with my juicy kisses. Let's plan a tropical vacation and share a pina colada. Okay, so many things coming through in regard to this particular message. Somebody might certainly feel when they connect with you that it was perfect and wonderful. It felt like paradise. You guys might have even talked about going on vacation, traveling together, a tropical vacation that you guys might have been planning. Of course, traveling during a pandemic, that's been a little bit difficult for everyone, you know, but if that's a part of what the future has in store for you, that could certainly happen. And the sexual chemistry is presenting itself here. Something about those juicy kisses. Let's see what else. Angels and spirit guides, what else? Okay, here we are. Oh, Lord. This is one of my racier ones from this deck for sure. Banana. Okay, so take it if it resonates. Here we go. There's nothing like having me first thing in the morning. Just open wide and take me in your mouth. Doesn't it feel good when you swallow? So creamy and tasty. I'm good for your body and you can have me over and over again. Day or night, you can have me any way you want me. So no doubt, if you're able to resonate with the intense, fiery sexual chemistry between the two of you, man, when they think about you, when you think about them, those memories come through. It's pretty fiery and passionate and red hot between the two of you. Bottom of the deck is dragon fruit. Don't compare me to anyone that came before me, because I'm unlike anyone else you've ever had the pleasure of meeting. I'm beautiful on the inside, but you'll never know that sweet side of me if I don't let you in. If you want access, you gotta have patience. I'm so worth the wait. Okay? So maybe when you guys met, either yourself or the other person, they might have been a little bit difficult to allow you into their heart, into their life. But this person is worth the wait here, or that's how they see you. So there is this need for patience. Definitely coming through here. Yeah. All right. So if any of those messages, you're able to relate to that, pretty intense, magnetic, sexual chemistry is what's presenting itself here. All right, guys, so let us wrap things up. I wanted to grab some healing messages for the collective here. Actually, sorry, before we do that, I wanted to grab some dialogue. Let's do that first. So this is the X Oracle here. So let's go ahead and take a look and see. Let's grab some dialogue here. Dig a little bit deeper into how they feel about the connection. For my air signs, Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. Before we wrap things up, let's add to this since we have a blockage in the throat chakra, I feel. There's a lot that you guys want to say to each other that you haven't had the opportunity to just get things off your chest, and they have a lot that they need to say to you. So let's see what that is. For my air signs, please. Angels and spirit guides, who needs to speak up here? We're perfect for each other, and you know it. You see? This person is your perfect match. But somebody got in the way. Somebody tried to get in the way of that. The nights seem endless since we've gone our separate ways. So someone hasn't been able to get any sleep here. Those nights just seem to go on forever, feeling very nostalgic about you. This could be what you're going through as well. What else, please? I miss your hugs and kisses. You see, there's something about the intimacy that the two of you have shared. There will never be another love from me like the love we shared. You're it. You are the one that they want. No more lies, just the truth from here on out. So if this was an issue, trust issues, somebody who was lying, disloyal, not truthful, they're ready to come forward, to just come from a place of truth and authenticity. Or this is what you're ready to do. I will never love again. Never. You see, this is the type of bond that the two of you have shared, that you can't compare it to the ones that came before or even the ones that came after. There's just something very special about this. I miss waking up next to you every morning. They miss that. There's something really about the physical connection. I mean, just overall, the relationship was very special. But there's something about the way you guys made love, the way you touched each other, the way you kissed, the way they made you feel, or the way you made each other feel when you looked into each other's eyes, that type of thing. The chemistry, ridiculously crazy, off the charts amazing. I hear our song and it brings me to tears. So there could be particular songs or a particular song that you hear and those emotions just come flooding, and it's intense. The love, the desire, music. Maybe music is what brought you guys together, or there's just this mutual love of music between the two of you. And lastly, I don't want to be with anyone else. Will you give me another chance to love you? The question is, my air signs, what is it that you want? And if what you are wanting and desiring is this person back in your life, perhaps the ball is in your court to be able to create movement. And remember, you've got help from Archangel Gabriel and Archangel Raguel to help manifest this union, to be able to bring it back together. Anything is possible here, you know? Absolutely anything is possible. You miss each other, missing those intimate moments. You're perfect for each other. They don't want to love anyone else. They just want you. And if you feel the same way, then perhaps that decision falls on you, my air signs, to be able to create movement to bring you guys back together. All right, so let's grab some healing messages here, because this is definitely a connection that needs healing. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. Some healing messages to wrap this up. Yes, allow nature to take its course. Okay? If you guys are meant to get back together, life will find a way. Yes, truth and integrity is very important because that, I feel, is what contributed to the issues for some of you guys. As long as you're coming from a place of truth and authenticity, and that already came through, then you guys will be okay. You'll be able to fix what's broken. Harmony will be restored in the partnership. We have study, so perhaps lessons need to be learned, or if you have a desire to learn something new at this time, go for it. Look at this. Coming full circle. We started off with the soulmate card as the very first message, and we're wrapping things up with the exact same message from your healing deck. Okay, so there you go. You guys are coming through as a perfect match here. The love is still here, and I really do feel if you both want this, you can fix it. You can bring it back together. All right, guys, so that's where I'm going to leave it. Some really nice messages presenting itself here. You can overcome the challenges with a little bit of help, of course, and that help is on its way. So hang in there, my air signs. I have a feeling things might just turn around for you and this person. All right, guys, so that's where I'm going to leave this one. And again, for those who are interested in your own personal private reading, that information is down below, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.